is gonna be here that's not here.
Meeting recording is now live, by the way.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the meeting. Awkward pause. I hope you're all doing well, and it is time already for update.
So dramatic.
Our boss, Dragon, the mighty Dragon, will go first because I nominate Dragon.
Okay. Give me a second here. I'm gonna flip over to the. I want to show what it was like when I got it, and then where I'm at now.
I will say the only since I couldn't work on any level stuff because of college and other stuff this week. I'll have an update next week for that physical stuff, but I did after when it's my turn, I'll show. So me and Zeke over the last many months, we worked on level design stuff and it scattered throughout many documents. So what I did was I pinned all of them into the level design Discord part, and then I also made a new one that's just like the 33. It's like a level quick lookup for anyone that's just wants to know a quick lookup of I'll show you guys, but it's the most important things I want the whole team to know in one document, pretty much.
Yeah.
So to kind of yeah. Anyway, I'll shut up.
You're fine. All right. So, if y'all are seeing my screen,
I am.
this is what the Centaur looked like when I got it from Hallie.
Okay.
And there was issues like these gauntlets. They actually cut through the hand at the end. So they're gonna need to be redone. Plus the detail is not very clear on them. And then I'm doing some rework to have it more armor ready rather than how she had the chest pretty much bare. The lion is going to be more up towards the chest plate area as part of the armor.
Okay.
And there were a lot of issues like the pixelation in some of the ridges. And
it looks like scars.
well, yeah, but even a scar should not show up like this.
Yeah,
how
that's
the pixelation is.
Yeah, I understand.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but that's messed up geography, isn't it? With the
geometry.
Sorry, wrong term.
Which I am looking at. But the scar will show up more with the texture too. And then another issue was all the way up and down the middle of the model, there was all this
extra geometry.
Yeah, immensely extra geometry that's not needed, so I'm pulling that out. And then the other thing I noticed, and with these eagles, anything that's not going to be seen doesn't have to be there. With that being said, this is how it was when I got it. All that munched up geometry inside, it's not even doing anything.
Oh yikes! That's not even noticed. That you don't even see that part. Yeah.
No.
That is going to be an FPS killer.
Oh, you'll be surprised here in a minute. This is, like I said, this is the when I first got it. And then
Yeah.
here's another. If you see right in the middle of the chest area,
Seeing a
that's
pattern
where the
with a
huh?
thick extra line.
Yeah. And you see what it does?
At least right there.
Yeah, at least right there, it really mangles the look of it. So that's part of why I'm getting all
I
that
just
straightened.
I just wonder, like, would it be easier just starting from scratch?
No, I've just, like I said, I'm fixing to show you what I've been working on, and you'll be amazed how much different it looks. And I
Uh,
also changed this uh, weird part of his abdomen chest where she had like a indented hole to make that a little more natural looking. So let me go ahead and flip it over to the one I've been working on. Uh,
in all truth, I was kind of confused why she was making a demon centaur.
I'm not sure, but I mean, since it's in the thing now, I mean, did we not want it to be demon?
And
Because
not really. It was supposed because like I put it into like the medieval era, like
mhm. I can
and
take
like
the
I said, the
horns
demons
off.
for like the cyber era, not the medieval one. And I think she
Oh,
got confused when I was talking about like the cyber demons, and then like she probably mixed them together when she was working
yeah,
on.
yeah. Which, like I said, I can take the horns off at this point because I still have a lot of work to do on the head anyway. Okay, let's go.
Like in all truth, the head you really probably can just cut it off from the neck and just replace it with a helmet that shows barely anything.
Okay. Well,
Cause like I wasn't actually trying to show off a face. I was given like he was wearing his helmet all the time type of vibe.
okay. That that's fine. In that case, then I don't even have to do a whole lot of work to the head. I can just leave the head the way it is because it'll never be seen. And then that way it gives me something to use to wrap the helmet around.
Yeah,
Uh, save that.
cause
And give it just a minute to load. Uh, but yeah, I'll lessen my um focus off of the head if we're gonna just have a permanent helmet in that place anyway, which makes me feel better because I'm not that great at facial features. So a helmet I can do because that's more hard surface.
yeah, okay. I was thinking like he had the type of helmet with like a I don't know what you call it. I think a plume. You know that feather type thing? Well, not feather type. It's more like a. It could be long and it's like a ponytail on the helmet.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'll look up some reference after I get done showing my stuff. All right. First of all, here is um the shoulder pads and the eagle without all that extra geometry in the back. I just went ahead and cut it out because it's not going to be visible once they're sitting on his shoulders. And I'm going to integrate those into the armor anyway. And then if you notice that big thick line in the middle
Yeah, you cut
is,
it. You really fix that.
yeah, there is on the back here, there's still some that I've got to work on, but for the most part. And then if you notice these
You clean up more of the scars.
Yeah, I cleaned the scars up quite a bit. There's still some I gotta work on yet, but and then I'll have to work on the fingertips to get because there's quite a bit of weird
Whoa.
stuff
And
here.
you could just put a gauntlet on them, can't you?
Okay, that'll work. Then all I gotta do is just get rid of the jagged where I can UV it properly, and I don't have to really spend a whole lot of detailed time. He'll never have the gauntlets off.
It's more like he's in a full body armor. Like that's what I was picturing when he was a knight.
Okay, but I mean
Okay,
he'll.
so you want
But
him
not
to have more like full hand gauntlets then?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
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 Then yeah, I don't have to worry too much about the detail on that, just so I can UV the hands.
And I think since she was thinking like it was supposed to be like when she was thinking it was supposed to be a demon centaur. That's why she
Mm,
put like the eagle heads on it. Like I don't
mm,
mind it having like animal features for like the chest plate
yeah.
and stuff, but in all truth, like for it really doesn't need like eagle heads. It was supposed to be like a full suit, like a suit of armor you see in like the medieval era.
Mm. Um.
Although having a
Would
medieval set of armor that had a little bit of extra, like something unique on it, would be a little bit cool.
Yeah, I say like one eagle head would be cool having on one side because like in all truth he's going to be facing sideways anyway.
yeah. Yeah, that's true too. Um. So yeah, we can. I'll just in case I have to mess with it. I'm not gonna get rid of that one yet. In case this one gets munched, I can just flip it around and reuse it. But so these horns. Are we sure we want to totally get rid of the horn?
Yeah, the horns ain't really needed.
Then I don't need those in there at all. And then uh this it was like down here, and I'm gonna integrate it into the chest plate as part of the body armor, like we were talking.
And if
Uh,
like you want, and if it will make it easier, you could lessen the details on it too if it makes it easier.
well, what I was gonna do, this is the high res. This whole thing is the high res. Once I got it done to satisfaction, then I was gonna uh, make a duplicate and lessen the topology down, and then bake the detail on to the lower one in Substance Painter, so it will be more low res than it is now, but it'll still have a lot of the detail.
Okay, I understand.
Because like this one maybe not so much, but some of the other ones there's going to be a lot of detail we do want, and that's the easiest way is to put any of the detail that is going to affect the silhouette in the model, and then bake the high res onto a low res where you still have the detail but less polygons, and it'll help push the detail of the textures as well.
Right.
But I'm gonna be showing progress all through it anyway, so you'll get to see it long before I'm done.
Okay.
And if there's any changes.
Cool.
And then there's another thing I was gonna ask. Since he is going to be a centaur knight instead of a demon centaur, do we need the sickly looking aspect, or can I uh, make this look more natural centaur?
I say more like you can make it more natural centaur, because I feel like we can just hide it with the armor pieces anyway.
Mhm.
Well, like some of the down here might still show, but up here a lot of that'll be, which I might go if we're gonna have armor on the horse part too. I might just go ahead and get rid of some of the scars too, because you'll never even see them under the armor.
Yeah.
Which that'll help lessen the detail on the polygons too, because
Mhm.
a few of those verts can come out. But yeah, if I can smooth this out a little more, make the ribs look more natural, that'll be nice. But yeah, that one hole she had up here, I didn't understand what it was for, so I just kind of went ahead and tried to make it a little closer to the front of what a centaur would look like. Although I think she's got a little bit too much muscle going on there, but again, I can hide some of that with once I know what's going to be covered by the armor anyway.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But yeah, that's where I'm at with him so far. I haven't really done a whole lot on the face or too many details yet because I was concentrating more on the topology fixes first.
Thank,
But
thanks so much for the work that you already done, though. I know
oh
it was
yeah,
a lot trying to fix all that.
yeah, that I will say the ones that we have to fix that came from Hallie, those will probably be the biggest, longest fix, uh, or the longest characters that we'll have to get through. Once we get started on something that we're doing from scratch, then it shouldn't take as much problems
Just
because
one downstairs.
we don't have to turn around and fix a whole lot before we start refining. Like where Ko's at, she barely had him started, so he's pretty much base model anyway. So Ko shouldn't take as long as like the Digital Demon and the Centaur because there wasn't really a whole lot of rework that needed to be done on Ko, and same
Talking
thing
about
with the elf character.
right. Nice.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
And speaking of like the digital demons, I know I was busy like trying to check in on my mom. I wasn't able to go visit her like I was planning to
Mm-hmm.
because there was a storm hitting Kentucky, so I basically had no time to actually get there or any ride. It was like a tornado storm, but everything
Good
was
one.
fine. She went
Okay.
through her surgery pretty good, and she's at home resting from it right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Good to hear.
It's
Yes.
great to hear.
Um, Now, with the Digital Demon, Marley was gonna talk to you about the what we understood where you were thinking about going on that, and I don't know if she did or not.
Uh, she didn't get a chance to meet with me to talk about. She was planning for more this Friday, but I
Okay,
can show off what I got as references for them because I did work on that this week, and I'm doing the level right now. But
yeah, I added the references that I grabbed for some of the props last meeting and got them in there. So,
oh, okay,
uh, um, I if I remember correctly, what I understood as the basis for the digital demon was gonna be he was kind of sort of transparent, like he was made out of digital uh like a hologram sort of. Does that sound
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
correct.
all
Basically,
right.
I did have the idea like at first they would just be like demons, but they would be like holographic in a sense. And then I just thought like we could give them like some unique aspects, like they had like some cybernetics to them, which I could show on my screen the references that I had like Chat GPT to make for me.
Um, you could do that, or next time you meet with Marley, you could show her if you want to, because she's uh excited about doing the demon, so she's gonna be the one handling him.
Okay,
Either way, I mean, not
like
not saying you can't show it here if you want to.
no, it's cool. I already got all the references there, and I already put into like
Okay.
I did. Yeah, I already put into like the modeling list. I can just show off like the references for the digital demons.
And here is, let me flip this over to the other screen real quick. This is what me and Marley were thinking along the, obviously the demon, but kind of how this character is, if you can see that.
You're still showing the centaur in your
Okay, hold
stream.
on one second. Let me fix my um, screen share. Oh, an entire screen. That's why I didn't have the entire screen shown. Okay. Can you see that now?
Yeah,
Yep.
Sort of like how that character's textures were done?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she
That,
did message me about it, and I said that's how I imagine like the holographics for it to be.
oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Obviously, more along the lines of your reference for the like the armor and whatnot, but mainly just how the textures show,
Right.
because that'll be mainly in the texture,
And
the holographic part.
yeah.
Okay. Um, and then there is one more thing I was gonna show you. I'm trying to get a good one. Give me just a second. That one might be a better for the ponytail part, or that. Okay, now let me put this back over here, and like, I'm assuming you're wanting something that's more enclosed face. On the helmet for the centaur.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
but something along the lines of this with the ponytail type.
yeah. That's what I
Oh,
was thinking.
that's fine, just so I'm getting an idea, because I'm the one that's going to be doing the centaur, so just so
Here's the
I'm
reference. Here's the reference images. I just pulled them up on my end.
okay. Let me flip over
Alright.
quick.
So
Okay,
one thing I noticed with that reference, at least that you've currently got showing there, is it's very, very reminiscent of plate armor, which would not be totally out of character for a lot of knights or even a centaur in this case.
Yeah, I understand. It was more trying to like get like the helmet type feel, like
That
example.
Hmm.
helmet. Okay, but that gives me a very good idea of what you're thinking there. And
Right.
then,
Like this one was supposed to be more of like how the full, like the upper body would be more like,
okay,
and like there were
so
some images for like the bottom half, but like this one was supposed to illustrate more of like how the weapons would be in proportionate to the actual armor.
okay, so they'll be like a little more um enlarged per se than they would really be if they were a regular human was holding them.
Right.
Okay,
And this one was supposed to get more like in depth on like just to show off like the legs and stuff if that
oh
would help.
yeah.
I think I lost
I
the
did post a couple in there too for the Centaur. Um, Matter of fact, I've still got them on my computer too. So, 1 second.
wait, what's that?
Come on.
Wait, did you post it into the actual document?
Yeah, should have.
Oh,
It should be
I'm
right
sorry,
there
that
with
was
yours.
yeah, that was my fault. I was thinking like, did I accidentally post in some pictures into the document?
No, that was me.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. I didn't realize until after I'd done that you had put them on a Google Drive before you
Let
up.
me get the other one. One sec, I got a phone call.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, because I just saw my mug.
Oh, what mug?
It says a season to be stupid.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've been looking for it for a day and I now found it.
Oh boy.
I think that's what it was.
Hmm.
Sitting under Gilmore Girls.
Hmm. Oh boy.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So,
Back.
uh, can you see the image that I've got up?
Yeah.
It's kind of poor image, but you're thinking like with the horse armor part, like all the way across the top of the horse.
Yeah.
Okay. And then now, based on your reference, it looked like the legs are gonna be pretty much bare except for around the joint.
Right.
Okay, I can work with that. And then on the this part of him down here, the front of the horse chest, so to speak, are you wanting that to be like covered like how this is?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like some type of covered skirts. I think that's what you call it for this
Yeah,
type.
I get what you're talking about. Sort of like how that it's got plate armor, but then it's got kind of skirt towards the bottom.
Wait, it's a male, so technically kilt. It would be
Yeah,
a kilt.
yeah. Now, did you want any armor in that area or just the kilt?
I think the kilt will be good enough armor at that point
Okay.
because it gives off like the whole like it's already down there type vibe.
Mm-hmm. All right. Just so I have an idea how I'm going about integrating that part. Uh,
Yeah,
all
I mean
right.
it's not like a Narnia type thing.
Yeah. Hey, it could be. In some ways, I have seen some Narnia that are pretty close.
That's true. The only problem is they never made any more Narnia. That's what make that's what makes it kind of hard finding a good night version.
Yeah, gotcha.
He is going to start working on more Narnia as we speak.
Yeah, but I've heard that for 10 years.
Honey,
Huh.
Yeah, the kids aren't grown up. They're gonna have to get new kids.
Yeah, I mean, they've been supposedly gonna do that for so long that it's not gonna be the same characters, for sure.
I mean, they redid Peter Jackson already.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and not to get too far off topic, but I don't like what they did with Knight Rider.
I haven't seen that one.
Knight Rider is meant to be David Hasselhoff. That new guy that they've got playing him and female Higgins, I'm not buying it.
guy.
Oh, yeah, I'm confusing two different ones there. But still, the new Knight Rider dude, I'm not really buying it.
Makes sense.
But that's pretty much all I've got on the characters right now. And I haven't gotten too much further on my sword yet because I've been concentrating on the characters.
I understand.
Is there any other updates? I'm gonna go ahead and end my screen share.
I can post my link, kind of like the level quick guide, and then I'll just.
Okay.
There's not much to it. I just used the other document and kind of combined some things that I would like. Like if out of all the level stuff, I'm just trying to put together like a quick guide for the entire team if they want to like just I don't know. Just I so far just put the orders 1, 2, 3, 4 for each world and level in the kind of letter in the. Not that you're doing this, Zeke, but when I make when I save the letter levels and I put it by like J1, J2, but you can do it however you want. But from basically, then I put the mini bosses and bosses in there, and then where the item shop is according to the newest level event document. And if there's anything off, you can fix it if you want, Zeke. But yeah, that's what I have so far, just for like a quick guide.
Okay.
Nah, that
And
makes sense.
and real quick before we get too much further, Marky, it's been a while since you've been here. Were you aware that we had switched to a 2D side scroller for right now?
I am a little aware just based off of the general chat.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd make sure that was clarified because James had apparently not realized that, and he thought we were still doing the RPG. So,
I mean, the RPG is just on the back burner for right now, but we do kind of need something that is a lot smaller scope, and that kind of fits where we're at right now, which is
yeah.
great.
And I'll work on more level design stuff for next week.
Okay.
That's about it.
And
For my...
shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was just gonna say that Slayer or Zeke or Cosmo can uh give you some guidance on things to work on if you have time to work on anything.
Next week I want to have the meeting I talked about last week. For next week, it won't be Monday or Tuesday. I was thinking Wednesday before the main meeting.
Which
For
one
it-
is that?
It's like it was the game design meeting. I wanted to talk about stuff, but if you want to include Mark for like what you just said, we can just have it on or we can just have it as part of the main meeting next week.
Yeah, that works too.
That
That
actually
works
makes more sense.
if Mark is able to make it next week. That way we can get him up to speed.
Yeah, I'll
so
be
he
able
doesn't
to.
have to
Okay, because
watch
if not,
all
then we
of
can
the
do
other.
it at a different time, and we can help you. But if that sounds good.
And there is you should have access to it, Marky. There is a channel named Time Wizard Code that's got all the documentation for the game if you have time and want to look that over. Give you a little more insight into what this game's vision is.
Oh, speaking of project channels, I should probably, when we get back to working on the RPG, should probably create one for it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I just hadn't said anything about that one yet because since we're not there yet, I didn't want to confuse too many people with too many projects open at one time.
Yeah, makes sense.
He's missed other meetings before too. And he's also come in late to meetings. Yeah, we'll take care of that. If it ain't tonight, we'll get to it. Alright, so is there any other updates?
I don't personally have any other updates. I
Had a lot going
wasn't.
on the last few weeks, so.
Yeah, especially the last week. I've had a lot going on. I haven't been able to look over how to try and fix the issue of Grace's work getting basically
Yeah.
deleted in the main character. So
I do think we do need to, I mean, not pushing or anything, but I think we do need to see if we can figure out a way to remedy that happening in future so that we don't have to mess with it every single time.
yeah, because that's gonna make the project take so much longer if we have to mess with it every single time.
Yeah. So if we can figure out what's causing it to do that when you merge them. It only happens when you merge them, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, if we can
Otherwise,
figure
everything that Grace does should be in main already,
yeah.
or in the UI branch already, and then trying to merge that into main so that you can pull.
Yeah.
Which
Cause
mains are
the-
you? I mean, which versions are you grabbing?
Yeah. I haven't actually been in the project here since I've done reformat, so I'm not really sure what's going on inside the GitHub right now myself.
Yeah, and I'm also kind of a little lost on that front. Actually, let me pull up GitHub real quick. Let me see. So I've been mostly kind of sticking in main for the most part.
If you want to share your screen, go for it.
Yeah. Give me just a sec. Okay, so I've mainly been in main trying to merge everything into main when things have been in the other branches that lead to main. But I think what happened was I had taken stuff that Joseph had done from programming and accidentally overwritten it with what had been done in main, unless it was something specifically that I had done to get the advanced shot working again. But I'm not real sure what exactly happened between merging everything from programming to main and all of that. I'm still kind of a noob with GitHub, so I am probably screwing something up, but I'm not really sure how or where.
Real question. Is that said? Oh, that says pull from origin. What's being pulled?
I don't know. I was supposed to check that. Not.
Check history.
Okay, so looks like 2 days ago Grace did some stuff with the HUD and the timer and the pause menu. I think that might have been everything. Okay. Just out of curiosity. Holy crap. Okay, there is a lot going on between main and UI in the last. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what is going on.
Since you just pulled this, and that was 2 days ago. Probably lost the latest one, but you said every time when you merged, it reverted back to a different version, right?
That's what we're thinking, because, and it might have been how I merged it last time with merging
The last two times after you merged, Grace said that the work she had done in the main character blueprints had been wiped out.
Yeah.
After you merged.
Okay, so it sounds more like you accidentally. Wait. Did someone? It sounds more like she merged. Someone was merging it from her branch.
Well, she had done it in her branch, and then she asked for Slayer to merge from her branch to the main.
So
Ooh,
Slayer,
what I have.
Wait. You know what?
Can you show me how you merge it, Slayer?
So what I had done is I don't remember if I was in main or if I was in a different branch. But I'm actually, right now, I'm going to go into the UI branch.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Okay. That's probably where I'm screwing up then.
Yeah, just stick to your main branch and hit that button at the bottom.
Button at the bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
down at in the blue.
Like no, go back to click main.
Oh,
Now click that button all the way at the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah, select her branch. And main is already up to date with UI. So that means there's nothing else new. But okay, now open the project right quick and check her, and we'll go check her code right to see if everything's there. Because we just pulled it from Origin right now, so that's
okay.
probably
So
all updated.
so what you're saying is open it in Unreal?
Yeah. Just press Show in Folder and Explorer. Show in Explorer.
Yeah. Right in the
There it is.
middle. Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even think about doing it that way. I'm so used to just opening Unreal and then opening the project in Unreal that I didn't even think about the fact you can do it right there.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget about that too.
Well, in school, most of the time they had us open Unreal and then open the project. So I just got so used to that I forget sometimes there's a million ways to do everything.
Gonna share weirdo.
Once it opens, just play test it so we can see if it actually has her stuff right now.
Oh, did Marky take off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
He was.
I didn't.
I think he was trying to type something before he left, but.
Oh. Yeah, I just happened to notice that he wasn't in here now, so I didn't know.
Okay. Try pausing on it. I really don't know what the pause button is. You click.
I'm not sure what key she used for the keybind for pause.
Type P. Enter.
Because some games do pause on space.
Yeah.
No, we haven't go for that.
We have like none of that.
Try Q. I know she said something about she had something bound to Q.
Yeah, no, that didn't work either.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we tell by looking in the main character blueprint? Because that's what she was saying had
Should be able to.
wiped out.
here's what Marky and I did. Or not
Okay.
Marky, but Zeke and I. And then
Press
Oh.
Control F.
Control F.
Yeah.
F.
Okay, now search pause. No reference. So that means this is the old version. Because there will have been some type of pause button or like some type of UI.
Yeah, there
check
should
the
have
UI
been
right quick.
UI.
Like open the
Oh.
content drawer. I think it's like shift space. If you press it, it pops up. And just search up the like go to SST and search up like or does she have it? Does she have her own folder on there?
Probably.
She could put in the SST, but also I think like for a better reference, like we should right click the SST and put it into a favorites
Mm.
just to help better search for
Add
stuff.
to favorites. Go down.
God damn it.
Up.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
And
Found
then
it.
we could just like click on that favorites tab and then it will pop. It will show off like all the stuff faster.
Well, we've got her apps that she was prototyping.
Photo. Yeah. Photo something level.
Proto
Okay,
medieval.
so just open that level. Okay, now zoom out of this window and go to the other one. Oh, this was her level that she was working on in the past. But press
Yeah.
play, see if it like has her main character. No, still the same main character. Okay,
No.
so
Still
actually now that I think about it, press C and V. Okay, that still goes normal. Okay. I thought that would be like something different. Zoom you could stop playtesting that. Yeah, this is definitely the older version.
Yeah, I think that was my screw up there.
Is there any way to get the newer stuff back, or is it gone?
Well, that's not entirely
it's-
gone. We have the history of it, so we could try to like revert it. Let me look up just to make sure though.
Yeah. And if there's anything dealing with GitHub that is beyond all of y'all, we do have someone we can still reach out to that has very in-depth GitHub knowledge that might be able to help pinpoint. He's not part of the studio, but he can help pinpoint issues with GitHub.
Let's see.
Please. I forget what his name is. You know who I'm talking about, right, Slayer?
You're talking about Corbin? Yeah.
Corbin, yeah.
Thank you.
Who are you thinking? Brian? No, I'm not asking Brian for a GitHub knowledge because he never gave it to me when he was in the studio.
Comment. How to get previous.
Yes.
By the way, off topic, but beware, Raven's about to have her concealed carry license in 60 days.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Amen. I mean, congrats.
I got pretty.
Did you close out of Unreal?
Okay.
Hun, did you
Okay.
find
So,
the
go to
typing?
history.
I'll do that after the meeting.
Okay, let's.
Oh.
So I think every time when you went to like when you went into her branch, Grace's branch, you accidentally like only grabbed the stuff that was in main, which was nothing. I mean, nothing new, and that's what you was merging.
Oh, so you
Oh,
reverted it
yeah, that.
main
Yeah, that
hers,
could be.
overwrote hers.
Okay, so
That
let's
sounds
do. Okay, so switch it to her branch now. Her history should say stuff like stuff she was
So,
adding,
Grace's
all
branch
that.
or the UI
yes.
branch?
Yeah, like her history should be different from this history.
Okay, so yeah, hers.
Okay. Yeah, the most recent is always at the top.
Okay.
Yeah. That's. Hmm.
Yeah, that was my fault. That took. Wait, no, I think it was. Right click down the top. The yeah, that one. Look at the main character blueprint. I mean, scroll down on this list. Let's see if we can find the main character.
Uh, I'm glad you can read that fast.
Yeah, it's too many too many random
Ooh.
letters. Like
Oh my
I
god.
can't even tell.
Yeah.
I know, I'm
So
slow.
if it's not coming from her branch, are you sure this is the latest one? I mean, the one that you were showing before.
I don't
This showed
think
2 months ago
is.
our request.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not more recent. So, click the branch again. Probably. Yeah, you try UI branch. Wait, it says
That's a
7 days ago though, and this says 3 months. So click out the UI branch. If it's 7 days ago, then it has to be
it wouldn't have got put into programming, would it?
probably if it. It depends on who was the last two
That
to
was
submit
probably
something.
me. That was probably me.
There's some from
Aha.
Joseph.
And some from me.
Click that one that's in the list.
Ah,
No, not that.
Have
I was talking about the branch,
On the
the
left
history.
list,
this
Yeah,
one?
that's just the history list. Sorry.
are you talking that one or the BP main character one?
I'm trying to see if there's any. Yeah, WBP. I mean WB. Item
W.
slot. Okay, that makes more sense because like it, she was working with Joseph on creating the
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But why isn't it showing in the? And who submitted this one? I mean, who merged this one? I can't read the name.
That looks
That
like
would be me. Yeah, I merged. Since I merged
Yeah,
programming into
this was
my.
her old work that she was trying.
It says I merged programming into my branch. I screwed something up here. Okay,
Okay, I get it
that's
now.
what happened.
So basically, okay, now go back to time with click the changes section. First fetch from origin. Uh, if I'm correct, once you press show and explore and try to open it again, it should open up what's ever in programming. And if that's the case, then that means if we see changes in this new version of Thomas Code, we would basically get whatever was there. I mean, whatever in this branch.
Okay, let me open this up then.
I'm gonna step away for just a minute. I will be right back.
Press play and test it. Nah,
No,
You okay?
that's not
everything
it.
is still what you say. And like no other button like triggers the pause menu.
Let me.
No, that's console command.
Nope.
Okay then.
I majorly screwed something up here. My bad.
Nah, it's cool. But like when you try to like merge something from another branch, you have to you have to start from main and like just choose which one you want to merge with.
That's probably where I screwed up.
But I say just stop this and I just say open contact drawer and search up the
And that's what we want to know.
hold up.
Okay.
Can you press CV again?
Yeah.
I
Give me a
mean
sec.
when you like play again.
Yeah.
0. Keep pressing C right quick. Okay, try pressing V. I thought I got rid of that.
Might just be I got stiff.
I was reading the print string that kept popping up. I thought I got rid of that.
Oh,
Is this a
probably from an
what?
older version when we had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Never mind. That's just a print string that was supposed to show off like what was going on with the movement and I mean with the switching of elements. But
Yeah.
other than that, I say that yeah, basically it's probably lost in a mixture of a different like branch at the moment.
Let me try opening my branch.
Uh-huh. Hmm?
That's what we pretty much done with the meeting.
Well, we're still working on the UI thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what went wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's up?
Nothing.
Oh,
You know what was going on?
Cause like, was it working on your branch?
Um, That part I don't remember.
Okay, so I don't see anything different. So yeah, just exit out. Uh, the I mean, quit the game and just
Hold on.
open.
Let me look at the main character real quick in this branch. That's okay. Nope.
Check the Gracie's folder.
Okay.
If it's not object, yeah. I know that's a target sometime. That's probably. That's our map. So okay, go to content and type in WB. Okay, now we're looking for. Do you see anything that says timer?
Nope. I don't think so. Wait, pause menu. 1 second. I see the
No, it's not there. So
pause menu stuff, and I think that was all stuff that Dan had done, I think.
okay, this ain't getting us anything that's new either. So that means it's just okay.
Screwed us up.
It's okay. Just exit out and okay. Let me check out my name.
I am sorry, guys.
You good?
No problem.
Joseph space 680. I don't know why Grace is there's 20 months ago. If she was
I don't think in Blender. Okay.
What's that?
Modeling pattern.
Yeah,
Thing.
that can be done in Blender too, but it can also be done in ZBrush.
And Maya.
Maya, I haven't really got into Maya sculpting much, but it could be.
Yeah, because I'm watching someone sculpt Jack Skellington. Yeah.
okay, close my subtract. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, for that. honey, if I get a job and I can get Netflix back, guess what? There's gonna be a third season of Exo Kitty.
Oh boy.
The renewal was announced on Valentine's Day in 2025.
Okay, that was not good.
What's yours?
Typing speed 17 words per minute with
Yes.
90%, 98% accuracy.
Yes. 15 words per minute.
I'll have to try that again later after we're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what all that ting 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 was me doing a typing test. Because one of my applications I filled out requires a 50 to 60 word per minute typing speed.
Ooh,
I used to be able to.
yikes.
Yeah. And I'm at right now showing at 17.
Oof.
Yeah. Good. But I do less typing than I do modeling and other stuff, so if I start doing more typing, I'll probably get faster. Plus, I'm halfway between a full keyboard and a hunting pack.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
Yeah, I don't only use one finger, but a lot of times I'll find myself running just with that one finger rather than using my whole hands to do the typing.
Okay. So, from what she did today, that was already pulled into the main branch. I'll show you. Hey, what am I doing? I should just show the entire screen.
Oh.
You should be able to switch your stream to show the entire screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I always do it twice, yet it never does it the first time. Okay. That's better. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Okay, so because you pulled from Origin, you got the timer. She just didn't add it into the main character blueprint because
Well, no,
it kept being changed for
said
some
that
reason.
is the work she did in the main character blueprint got wiped out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I know too. But this was what I could find in the most recent. If I had to,
Yeah.
I had to go back and check the history for let's
Okay.
see.
Yeah,
So
that'd be my
in
bad.
that, I haven't added it yet.
Right.
Okay.
Merge, branch.
So it is hiding out somewhere in the history there. We just got to figure out where.
Right.
Okay.
In all truth, I can't just revert to the history while Unreal's running, or it's cause problems.
Yeah. I hear that.
Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna check this one. I'm not gonna push to Origin until I know this works. Because if it doesn't, then
Yeah, we don't want to push it back even further if it don't.
No.
Yeah, sorry. That was my screw up,
No.
guys. I will completely take ownership for completely screwing us up. That was my bad.
it's
Never trust a noob with GitHub.
Hey, I'll be the one to say, "How dare you!"
Hey, put it this way, Slayer. If that was me doing the merging,
Yeah,
we probably would have lost a lot more.
yeah.
Yeah, we all
So,
make mistakes, buddy. We're all good.
I'm the ultimate noob at GitHub.
Uh-huh.
I think the most I've done, and that was with someone walking me through it in a video call, was getting the project set up.
You know who's a noob is this person that has no score.
Hey, I am not a noob, okay? You got no enemies for me to hit. But still, what button did she make the pause?
I
Okay,
don't
that's
know.
the apostrophe. That's the.
I know she had said something about there was something set to Q. I don't
Or you hit
know.
apostrophe for the debug mode or for
It's
the mode.
3.
Okay.
It
It's
was
3.
3 all along. Wait, no, that's for the trader. I'll put jump. I'll just say. Wait,
Wait.
why is this open? This isn't the right one anyway. ST components.
Main character.
Oh,
Oh my God.
are we using the one in the SST?
Well, for the main character in our SST has all of the movement stuff for doing platformer stuff already set up. We just have to add functionality to what we
Yeah.
need specifically.
Oh,
Okay, Q takes damage. That's what it does.
okay. Yeah, I just remembered she had said something about Q, but I didn't know couldn't remember what it was.
Okay, create widget. Okay, so it's. I should check this first. I didn't know why I didn't. Escape.
Escape.
Okay, I gotta
Oh,
change that. Wait. Let me test it.
okay.
Nope. Okay, I'm changing it.
We should probably change that to like tab or something.
I'll just make it enter.
I think tab was gonna be the inventory.
Oh, okay. Well, I just put a. Aha.
Ah,
There we go.
and it did pause the timer, so is
Yeah,
that
this is. So
Okay,
basically, this
so-
is the real version of what she had before.
Okay. That. Okay. That's
Merge branch. Huh, I don't know why it just acted like that. So I'm pushing the. Why did I do that when I have this open?
hey, it happens.
Yeah, it happens like Trump trying to go after Bruce Springsteen and Oprah Winfrey, y'all.
Yeah. That let's not get into that topic. We know we have some people that go the other way in here, so yeah. Everyone's entitled to their opinions.
Maybe. Yeah, and blah, blah, blah.
I know, but like I said, everyone's entitled to their opinions.
And I.
Okay, I just pushed all that to origin. I say that.
was that the revert from that one?
Yeah, that's the one that I just reverted. So Just fetch from origin and test it out on your end to see if it shows the same thing.
Okay. Give me
And
just a
Can you share your
second.
screen when you do it too?
Yep. Give me just a sec. Oop. Okay. So.
I get no sleep last night.
Boy.
So which branch should I be in to test this out?
I'll
I think I
be
need to.
right back because I don't know why my streaming is not working. It just says screen failed to start. So I'll head out and come back in.
Okay.
She all don't need. There we go.
Okay, now I can see it. Yeah, just pull from origin.
Alright.
And
Yep. You're doing right.
Okay.
You.
Okay. Trying to make sure we have this right.
No.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, cool. That's now working. Sorry for screwing everything up, guys.
It's alright.
But we fixed it.
I thought
Yeah.
you were done based off the fact that you texted me.
Well,
Okay. Now that we have everything reverted, let's not screw things up again.
it's alright.
Okay. I thought I completely screwed everything up for a second there. Actually, for a good few minutes there. Thank God I didn't screw it up too badly.
That's
Right.
the one. I'd say it's not that bad.
Okay, now that we've got everything, that should be good now.
Alright. That reminds me. Hey Cosmo, is your stuff like in the main branch as well?
I don't know if it is right now.
Yeah. Well, you could just commit
You
it
are
whenever you
muted
want.
right now,
I'll
Dragon.
just check in.
Sorry about that.
I say like we have that another day.
Anything else you need
Uh,
for today?
No, I
Are we
think
done with that right now? I was gonna show y'all something real quick before you go, Cosmo.
Are we done meeting wise? So I can.
Well, I mean, this can be in there or not, it don't matter.
Okay.
But, are we done with the UI?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess
we
so.
figured out what was wrong there.
Oh,
That
so
was my.
I got a new resource source at the library. Well, this one's an actual library book, and then I got another one for shotguns that I own from the library book sale. But
Oh, cool.
Nice.
it's got all
References
kinds
for
of,
days.
Yeah. And same thing with the shotgun book. Both of them have references for firearms. So
Great references, yeah.
when I do my double-barreled shotgun energy weapon, I'm going to use that shotgun book for some of the how to put the gun together so that it does resemble a shotgun. And then obviously I'm gonna have to tweak it somewhat to have it be an energy gun, but and then when I do the modern, then I'm probably gonna use one of those for the modern weapons.
Okay. Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Cosmo.
Wow.
I forgot. There was one thing I did want to add that as a trap for the game was
As a what?
super fat. It was a trap for the game.
Oh,
Basically, there's gonna be super fast spikes.